What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Asselin and I upload videos all the time, whether it's vlogs or college advice videos, study with me, all of that kind of sort. So you should totally go ahead and click the subscribe button down below so you can stick around for all the videos coming in the future and so you can catch up on vlogmas and just binge watch it if you wanna, if you are new here. Today's video is just going to be a New Year's resolution video where I talk about my New Year's resolutions and just share them with you all to hopefully inspire you all to help set some of your own and maybe give you some ideas for some resolutions if you're clueless about what to do. I am so sorry about the awful lighting. This is like one of the only days I knew I could film here at home. Of course, it's like so cloudy outside the one day I need to do this and I don't have a ring light, so I'm just having to work with what I got. So if y'all are curious to see how I set my goals and resolutions, go and check out Vlogmas Day 15 because I kind of did at the end of the vlog how I set all my goals and how to effectively set them to where you can actually pursue them. So to give you all a little bit of background information and everything, what I said in that how to set goals video is that it's really important to make your goals reasonable and measurable and like quantifiable. So with that being said, my first goal you can't really like make quantifiable unless you're wanting to lose a certain amount of weight, but it's one that literally everyone does for New Year's, and it's to love my body and feel good in my own skin. And it's really important to make your resolution specific so you can actually be motivated to reach them, because if you just say like have a good body, like that's not a very motivating statement. But if you say like, if you add emotions into it and say like love my body and feel good in my own skin, that makes you really want to pursue it a lot more. And with that being said, I'm not saying that like I think I'm overweight or underweight or anything. I just personally think there are some things that I could work on to make my body better and make myself happier with it. So by all means, if I want to be happy, I'm going to do what makes me happy. So in the new year, I really want to continue going to the gym because I was starting to go to the gym a lot towards the end of the semester last semester, and just really live a healthy lifestyle overall. With that being said, the way I kind of made that resolution more specific and measurable was to say to work out at least 4 times a week. I just said 4 because I feel like 5 is a little bit scary, and I can start off with like 2 or 3 days and build my way up to 4, and then if 4 starts to get easy, I can build my way to 5. I just think 4 is a good number because it's like enough times to make a difference, but it's not too many to get overwhelmed. Another goal of mine is to eat clean and whole foods instead of processed foods. I mean, I can't completely eliminate processed foods, but I want to be more conscious of what I'm putting in my body in terms of processed and non-processed foods. I just find that I feel literally a million times better if I'm just eating whole foods like vegetables and fruits and just whole grains and that kind of thing, instead of super processed things like chips and cereal and all that kind of stuff. With that being said, I want to eliminate carbs as much as I can. I kind of attempted to do this towards the end of the semester where I was just eating as little carbs as possible, or at least as little bad carbs as possible, but I'm not going to completely cut them out because I love them and I feel like I would just not be able to survive because I'm so picky if I didn't have carbs. I'm not gonna sit here and like force myself to conform to some super strict diet that's totally unreasonable to attain. But I'm just gonna do what I can to eat the best I can and eat as whole and clean as I can. But of course, that being said, there will be cheat days, but I'm going to try and limit myself to like just one every now and then. This past semester was my first semester in upper division and it was so hard, but I came out with like a 3.99, so I mean, like I'm okay with that, but ideally I want to be able to make straight A's because I made my first B since my sophomore year of high school this semester, which is totally okay because I know I tried my best and that's all that matters. But I would really like to maintain my 4.0 because that's just the goal I've had for myself since I started college, and I would like to keep that goal. Another goal of mine is to keep a certain amount of money in my savings account because growing up I was someone who kind of lived paycheck to paycheck. I mean, I don't have to pay really any of my bills except for like my groceries and textbooks and stuff, and since I'm on scholarship I don't worry about tuition. But with that being said, now that I'm making a decent income off of YouTube and I will be having a job at school as well as a TA, that's kind of like having 2 jobs. So I have a certain amount I want to keep in my savings. I'm not going to say it because I feel like that's really weird, but I just have like a certain amount of money that I want to keep in my savings because every time it gets under that amount I freak out a little bit, and I just really want to have a good cushion, I guess, in case any kind of emergency happened. So I tweeted this the other day, and follow me on Twitter if you're not already, by the way, because I tweet some funny stuff sometimes. And I tweeted that I'm literally going to be making going to New York City a New Year's resolution for 2018, and that y'all need to hold me accountable for it because I have never been to New York City. Fun fact, all of my friends think it's crazy and everyone I know think it's crazy, but I just haven't really been anywhere up north really. In terms of the east side of the country, I haven't been further north than like Tennessee, so I'm totally missing out on that whole northeast side of the country. But I want to go so bad because I always literally look at apartments for fun that are for rent, and there's just so much to do there, and I feel like everyone is just like productive and hustling and bustling, and I would love to just go visit and even stay there maybe one day. But as of right now, I just really want to get visiting done, and I'm making that a New Year's resolution, so I will actually follow through and do it. So in terms of YouTube, I don't really know. I haven't set an exact number yet. I feel like the most reasonable number for subscribers is 50,000. I think I can do it. That might be a little high, but like part of me wants to just say 100,000 so I can sit here and push myself to put in the work to get 100,000 that quick. But I mean, it's like 85,000 more subscribers than I have right now in a year, which is kind of insane. So with that being said, I really don't know the exact number yet, but like I said, I like to make my resolutions specific and measurable, so having a number helps me push myself a lot more. But I don't know if I want to do like 50 or 100 or 65 or 60 or 30. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. So yeah, I do know that in the book You Were a Badass, it pretty much tells you to like do ridiculous things to help you reach your goals. Like, she bought an Audi that she could not afford, and because she worked for herself, she was able to put in the work to eventually afford the Audi, and it was no problem for her. So that kind of mindset where I just kind of like say, yeah, my goal is 100,000 subscribers. I know it's ridiculous, but I can do it if I put in the work. So I don't know what I'm really gonna do with subscriber wise. Another goal of mine, this one's a little bit more intangible, which I'm trying not to set a lot of intangible goals, but this one is to live in the moment daily, because I am someone who is constantly thinking about my future, what's next. I dwell on my past a lot in terms of like more sad and bad things, but then like happy things are more future based. So I just need to like chill and live in the moment instead, because that's a lot more effective, and it makes you enjoy where you are and where you're at instead of constantly dwelling on other things that you can't control. So if you all watch my what I got for Christmas video, or you watch any of my vlogs, you know that I got my brother the 5-minute journal for his birthday, and then I got one for Christmas. So I want to work in that daily, just because I can put affirmations in there, and I can put goals in there and what I'm thankful for in there. I think it's a really good thing to do every day, to just reflect on what you're thankful for and help you reach your goals quicker, and it's just good to do because it's so quick. Kind of going along with that, I want to practice daily affirmations where you just like wake up and write down or speak things into being, and I also tweeted something about that. So that's another reason why you should follow me, because I'm just plugging myself so much in this video, so why wouldn't you follow me on Twitter? Yeah, I tweeted speaking things into existence in 2018 is most definitely a move, and that's because it's a move. If you don't know what daily affirmations or speaking things into existence are, instead of saying you're going to do something, you better pretty much say you are that thing. Instead of saying like, I want to win this World Series, you say I am going to win this World Series, or I am the winner of this World Series. And you kind of speak things into existence before they happen. And it's proven to be very successful for people who are successful in everything. So I want to practice those positive daily affirmations where I reaffirm myself and tell myself what I am capable of and what I want to be and am going to be, as well as speaking things into existence. Those are like similar but different, but I want to practice both of them because I feel like they can really change your mindset and help you become a much more productive and successful person in terms of reaching your goals. Next up is to balance the things that I am juggling in life, and that is school, YouTube, social life, me time, and my job at the university as a TA. So I have quite a bit to juggle, and I also have to take care of a dog. It's a pretty busy life for me. I just want to do a really good job of balancing all of those things. So one, I can be a good role model for you all, because you all always ask me how I balance everything, and a lot of times I do find myself struggling, especially during finals week and everything, when everything is coming down on you at once and you don't know what to do. I just want to do a really good job at balancing all of those things and prioritizing correctly, and knowing when to work towards certain things and when to not work on other things, just so I can keep that good, healthy balance. And I also want to balance working out, so that's another thing to add to the mix. And along with that, I want to become better at coping with stress and anxiety and find better coping mechanisms than what I typically use. I get really stressed and anxious when I have a lot of YouTube stuff to do, or I have a lot of tests coming up, because my tests just always are on the same day, and I don't know why that always happens to me, but every single class I take, everyone does a test on the same day, and I'm just like, why are you doing this? But it always happens. Like, I literally had 5 tests in a week this past semester, and that's just not okay. So of course I get really stressed out, and then I also do YouTube and take care of a dog and want to be healthy and all this other stuff. So I get stressed out really easily, and it's literally in my blood. I just want to do a better job at managing all of that stress and anxiety, I guess you could say. Find better coping mechanisms, because I would comfort eat, like I would eat ice cream or something to make myself feel better, or instead of doing something, I would literally just sit in my room and think about it like, who does that? Most people actually talk to somebody or something, and I would literally just sit there and freak out. So I want to like try working out to relieve the stress, because I did that during finals week and leading up to finals during dev week and everything. I would go and work out, like, and it just literally made me feel a million times better. And I just think that using that to cope with stress and anxiety is so important. And last but not least, I want to change my mindset on money, because growing up I've always thought of it as a burden and something to stress about and something to worry about, and it's always just been this weight on my shoulders where I'm just like worried that I'm not gonna have enough to do something, or worried that I'm not gonna have enough to pay for something that I have to pay for, or just constantly stressing about it. And it's so burdensome, and I'm sure a lot of you all can relate to that, but I feel like it's something that you can change even if you don't really have a lot of money, you know, like you can change your mindset on it, and I think it will change how you feel about it. And I kind of got inspired to do this resolution by the You're a Badass book as well. She just talks about how destructive certain mindsets towards money can be if you have like a very negative one. And I just want to stop thinking of it as like a burden and everything. And I just want to change it from being like a burden and something I don't have a lot of, to being something that I'm blessed to have, even though I may not have a ton and I get stressed about it sometimes. I just need to think about how blessed I am to have what I do have. And I'm not saying that like I'm like a broke person or I don't have a ton of money or anything. I'm literally just saying my mindset on money is very negative and it needs to change. So I want to change it to being more positive and just thinking of all the things I'm blessed to be able to get because of it and everything, instead of what I'm not able to get because of it. Sorry about my dogs barking. They're just literally driving me up the wall right now. And going along with money, I really want to try and practice tithing. Just basically, if you don't know what tithing is, it's kind of a Christian belief where you give 10% of what you make to the church. And I absolutely love Church of the Highlands in Tuscaloosa, and I would love to tithe 10% of my income to them, because I just think that I've heard all kinds of the miracles that happen when you tithe and everything, and I just think it's something I should practice, but I have never practiced before because I haven't had a year-round monthly income. And now that this is the first year I have a fully year-round monthly income, that I will be able to do it, because it used to be where I only worked in the summer, so it was like very spotty for me. But now I can actually try and practice it year-round, so that's something I really want to do. And that is all of my goals and resolutions. I hope you all liked this video. Let me know what y'all's resolutions are down below. I'm actually really curious, because I'm looking to add more to my list, but I wanted to go ahead and film this because I feel like the rest of the ones I'm gonna add are a lot more personal, so I just wanted to share these with you all. So let me know what y'all's are down below, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if it was helpful, be sure to subscribe if you've not already, and follow me on all my social media down below as well, so you can keep up with my life. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.